Hello and welcome to News 500. I'm Stephen Allen.
And I'm Steve Gribbin.
And these are the headlines.
Muslim leaders say that they've asked the Prophet to comment on the cartoon controversy, but he refuses to be drawn.
No more tits in the sun, but still plenty of bollocks.
Doctor accused of performing FGM in North London.
I'm confused about how do you perform genetically modified food? David Cameron will not take part in TV debates unless the Greens are included. Ed Miliband says they should move forward with the debates but use an empty chair in place of Cameron. Polls show that Miliband is so unpopular, the empty chair would probably win.
That's what I call a safe seat. Bill Cosby accusers have decided not to press further charges regarding his conduct from the 1980s, as it won't be long now before the police shoot him.
Is Bill Cosby black?
Well, he can't be. He sang White Christmas, didn't he?
Good point, well made. A riot erupted at a Melbourne darts match where the audience were in fancy dress. Police arrested an Oompa Loompa, a Queen Elizabeth and a Mr Blobby before realising the fat, spotty, pink-faced man was just one of the darts players.
Yes, his waist measurement was 180. The new Pope remains extremely popular. This week in Manila is said to be one of the largest gatherings in history. Many expect his popularity to continue until he has his latest sermon uploaded onto the next iPhone.
The Pope has said that Catholics need not breed like rabbits and that church people have always found ways to regulate birth, like withdrawal, abstinence and having sex with young boys.
I didn't know Jimmy Savile was Catholic. After decades of campaigning, the Sun newspaper has finally done away with the infamous page 3. Campaigns continue to get rid of all the other pages.
And here to tell us more is our equalities reporter, Eric McElroy.
Yes, Steve. The end of page 3 finally stops this sexist oppression.
Yet it has been unfair to women.
No, Steve. I mean the oppression of men. For women, it's always been yet another job where they get paid more than we do. But for men, page 3 turns reading a newspaper on public transport into a nightmare of origami. You fold it to hide the boobs and end up looking at an elbow, which is just sick.
But some men enjoy looking at the undulating curves of the female form.
Yes, enjoyed it too much. Sometimes you can't stand up for a while and it means you miss your stop. I've had to go round on the Circle Line a few times. Thanks, Tracy from Watford. Plus, it's patronizing to men. Like we care about are boobs. We're the gender that harnessed electricity, discovered penicillin, and gave the world the theory of relativity. We're not all obsessed with boobs.
You know what? Good point. I'm sorry.
Some of us love that ass.
Thanks for that penetrating report, Eric.
Croatia has elected their first ever female president, whose name is Colander. Personally, I think she should get back in the kitchen where she belongs.
I think she'd be useless. She's got a memory like a sieve. 30,000 Britons are now claiming benefits abroad. They are known as legal emigrants. A small group, however, are claiming money under false pretences. These are known as UKIP MEPs.
In an effort to save £500 million, Sainsburys are to sack more than 500 workers. Never was their slogan, live well for less, truer than today.
And apparently they offer to pack your bag for you.
That's all right then.
This year's BAFTAs will be presented on a gala night at the Royal Opera House. Cynics have suggested that a venue which more accurately reflects the actor's background might be more appropriate, such as the Chapel at Eton perhaps, or maybe the Harrow Tuck Shop.
A survey shows changing attitudes to women, revealing that women are rarely referred to as blonde anymore. The poll, by the Daily Mail, was mostly of UKIP supporters who prefer the term Aryan or master race.
This week saw the passing of one of Britain's most beloved icons, Anne Kirkbride, better known as Deirdre Barlow from Coronation Street. For more on that, we go to Ria Lena.
Thanks, Steve. I'm here outside the Rovers' return protesting the death of Deirdre Barlow. Just because a woman is getting a little older doesn't mean she shouldn't be on television, and it certainly isn't a reason to kill her off. So I've started the hashtag campaign I Am Deirdre, following Je suis Charlie and the more recent Argentinian campaign Yo soy Nisman, in support of the prosecutor found dead on Sunday.
Ria, you seem to have misunderstood. Deirdre Barlow is a fictional character played by the recently deceased Anne Kirkbride. Deirdre died when Anne passed away on Monday.
No. Deirdre's not fictional. Would they announce the reconciliation of a fictional character with her husband at a real football match? Because that's what they did in 1983 when she got back together with Ken. They put the news up on the scoreboard at the Man United-Arsenal match. Ken Barlow 1, Mike Baldwin 0. Suck it, Mike. And in 1998, when she was in jail for a fraud she didn't commit, would a nationwide campaign to free the Weatherfield one have been able to get the Prime Minister to say he wanted the case investigated if she was fictional? I don't think so, because Tony Blair was Prime Minister then, and he wouldn't lie about something like that.
Why not? He's lied about much worse.
Yeah, right. Next thing you're going to tell me that he lied about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, too.
Rhea, Deirdre Barlow was a character on a soap opera played by the actress Anne Kirkbride, who sadly passed away on Monday. Nobody killed her.
That's really sad. Well, I'm standing here because I want to tell everyone about my hashtag campaign, I is Obama, because he needs all the help he can get. What needs the Queen? Ich bin Nigel.
I think we'll leave it there.
Thanks, Rhea. A restaurant in China offers good-looking customers free food. The eatery encourages customers to scan their faces in the beauty identification area to potentially receive a free meal. The opposite principle is in effect in every McDonald's in the world. Hang on, I got a free McDonald's meal the other day.
A Wigan man was arrested for having sex with a postbox last week. I suppose we've all been there at some point. I mean, some of those home delivery catalogues are simply irresistible.
You know, I did that once, though. I mean, I didn't have sex with an actual postbox, but you know those smaller postbox that you get in post offices?
Yeah. Well, how was it?
It was first class.
Of course, they won't let you lick a stamp anymore. They won't. You know, you don't even have the pleasure of licking a stamp. You have to put it in a little bowl like that, like a bowl of soup, round like that. And it says that it stays open until 5:30. You get there and it's closed at 5 o'clock. We call, but you were out. Then you have to go miles and miles and miles to a tiny little place in the middle of nowhere. If you don't bring the right identification with you, they look at you like you're an idiot and say, "You got the right, you got a gas bill, and you come down."
Outrage as Cadbury's changed the cream egg chocolate recipe away from authentic dairy milk chocolate. Americans are suing as they've just realised the egg part may not be real egg.
I had that problem once with a Scotch egg. Due to similar cutbacks, iron brew is now going to be made from steel rods.
David Cameron spoke out for free speech this week and the right to mock others' beliefs. He did say that as a Christian he would be offended by the mocking of Jesus. Jesus released a statement offended by the idea of Cameron as a Christian.
Apparently Jesus did not cure Lazarus, but he did declare him as fit for work. Beagle 2 was discovered on Mars after 11 years. Its 9-note call signal was written by the Britpop band Blur. No wonder they didn't find any life on Mars, as it's a well-known fact that Martians prefer Oasis.
Oh, you think there's a song that comes from space?
Yeah. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? Like Female of the Species.
That was a good space song.
Neighbourhood.
Classic.
Ballad of Tom Jones.
Catatonia. Good days.
Yes, yeah. I like Sleeper as well. They were good.
A boy was sent an invoice for £16 for not coming to a birthday party. Thank God my ex has never invoiced me for not coming. Hey, you with me? Hey, yeah, you don't. We don't look good in that. And that's it for this week's News 500. To get your regular fix, subscribe now. The week's news in 500 seconds.
Ish.